Yo, I'm gonna do this quick one. We gotta talk, man. I got some stuff I want y'all to see. And the stuff I'm gonna read to y'all tonight is reports. I want y'all to see if y'all can see that, where this is coming from. North Charleston Police Reports. I need y'all to see this. Okay, so let me get some people on, man, because I like to try to get y'all this, right? So, y'all know me, my homeboy Shaquem Lewis, we've been calling the board out. And we've been asking them about the situation going on with Mr. Gathers and the child pornography and stuff in the school. And they've been claiming for the longest that, hey, they didn't know. They've been claiming that, no one's there. Matter of fact, let me see if I can give you a rundown of all the excuses. You've been hearing that no one's been there who's there now. They didn't know. This person didn't know. It wasn't spread out through the board on what happened, right? No one knows. Unfortunately, they forgot that they got documented paperwork stating they know. So what I'm going to read you is the police report. I'm going to show y'all one more time just in case y'all just getting on. Can y'all see that? Y'all see what the top of that paper says? This is the witness stating given it. So for them to say they didn't know, somebody filled out a witness statement with the police. Somebody knew. So either it's made up or somebody lying. So the school board probably lying. Let me read you what this said. This is interesting. My name is Nathan W. Dees, and I work for Charleston County School District. I am in charge of computer, network, and security for CCSD. In my current job, I occasionally ask to investigate improper computer activities. Hold on, no. Let me go to the other one. Let's go somewhere else. Let's not read that one. That's the written statement from the guy who turned in the laptop. Let me get you the other one. This is the one I want you to read. This is the one I want you. This also is a witness statement, okay? This also is a witness statement, but it's a witness statement given by the principal. Now remember, the principal of the school of Dunson who said they didn't know, right? The HR manager who said they didn't know. The Erica Taylor gets on here and tells everyone that no one who was involved in that situation then works for the board now. Quote it. Look on Live 5. That's what she says, right? So, the principal name at that time is Janice Malone. She spoke to North Charleston Police Department. This is what she said. This is where the contradiction comes from. The afternoon, the IT tech, Darcy, and I got to read it because it's kind of funny. Darcy and Gathers came to the, she wrote in this kind of thing. She came to the room where I was having a meeting with a couple of teachers. I went outside in the hallway. Darcy informed me that she would be taking the computer because of pornographic website she had found. Make sure you understand that sentence. The principal told the police that the IT tech informed her that they are going to be seizing Marvin's computer because of pornographic website that had been found. That's her words. I'm reading you her words from her police report. Remember, they didn't know. She said she was there because Mr. Gathers called to her because his computer had viruses. Right? I spoke, listen to this. I spoke with Mr. Gathers trying to figure out who could possibly do this, and he admitted that he was responsible. Did you hear that? Make sure you just read. Let me say it to you again. Janice Malone said she spoke to Mr. Gathers where he admitted that he was responsible. Now, mind you, how do we keep going on this I didn't know? He explained that he had been bitter and angry about the breakup of his 25-year marriage, and being separated for a couple of years, he got weak and gave in to temptation. This is Marvin talking to the principal, Janice Malone, at an elementary school that he works with elementary kids after she just discovered the pornographic stuff on his laptop. But remember, they didn't know. Okay, so let me keep reading to you. He admitted that he was responsible. He explained that he did it in the privacy of his own home. Hold on one second. He explained, hold on. Yeah, Bianca, hold on, I got some more for you. Let everybody clear through. Okay. All right, let me get clear. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. He, because it's kind of hard to read, it's cursive, and her cursive isn't really neat. So he was bitter about the breakup of his 23-year marriage, and being separated for a couple years, he got weak and gave into temptation. This is his words. He told me it was done in the privacy of his home after school hours. That's what he said. He said, this is what she's saying. He said to her, he is admitting to her about the child pornography on his laptop. Remember, they didn't know. Okay. Hold on one sec, y'all. Let me turn that off so y'all don't keep hearing that. Got it. So he admitted to her it was done in the privacy of his own house after school hours. Now this is where it gets interesting. I called Dr. Winbush and informed him of what took place. Let me repeat to you what I just said. She said in the North Charleston Police Department report, see where I'm reading this from, North Charleston Police Department witness statement. She said that I called Dr. Winbush and informed him of what took place. For y'all who don't know who Dr. James Winbush was, he was the assistant superintendent. So, the principal knew, the IT person knew, the assistant superintendent knew, but nobody else on the board knew. You believe that? So, let's go with this here. I told him that Mr. Gathers, they told her that Mr. Gathers was to stay home until the next steps would be. Dr. Winbush would have to contact the employee relations and John Emerson. Yes, Brent, everybody knew. After a couple of days, I was told Mr. Winbush should go home until paperwork could be worked out. That's the school report. Now, let me see when this was filed, y'all. This is awesome. This is awesome. This was filed January 28th, 2014. Remember, so she just said he admitted to her, okay? He admitted to her that he did it. He said he was lonely and BS because of his marriage and all, blah, blah, blah. She knew. She told the assistant association, the IT person who found it, and the assistant superintendent knew. Now, what's so crazy about that, the board had to know. See, because you got Erica Taylor who claims that nobody knew, right? Erica Taylor said nobody knew, but Erica Taylor was there in 2014. And Cindy Bond Coates, who you don't hear nothing from, you're not going to hear from her because she was chair of the board in 2014. See, they're lying. And the HR person, William Briggs, was there in 2014. They knew. Everyone knew. So explain to me this, y'all. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all some more paperwork. And what I got is hardcore paperwork. Big shout out to my man Shaquem. Jesse. Yeah, tell me, Jesse, who got this? So this is January 27, 28, 2014. What I'm going to read to you right now is the Charleston County. Can y'all see that? Let me know if y'all can see that. I want y'all to focus on one name here. Y'all see this name here? Let me know if y'all can see that. Is it clear? Is that clear? Can y'all see who the HR person was? Let me see if I can flip the camera and get y'all to see. I want y'all to see this. Read this name right here. Employee Director of Human Resources, William Brigman. Okay, Executive Director of Human Resources. Pay attention to that name because he is currently still there. He is the HR. Y'all can't see it? Bianca, can you see it now? Let me know if y'all see this. Can y'all see this? Dad, y'all can't. All right, I don't know. I don't know how to make it clear for y'all to see it. How about now? It's clear now? All right, can y'all see where it says William Brigman, Executive Director of Human Resources? Okay, this is Charleston County. This is on their webpage. This is off their official thing. Okay, want y'all to see this. I'm going to read to y'all what it says. October 24th, 2014. 9 months later. 9 months later, after the board knew that he had child pornography. All right? I'm killing that bullshit. I've killed the bullshit that they didn't know. Excuse my cursing. I get passionate about this. I've killed it they didn't know. I've got a police report, and I'll post it. I got copies of it. I got a police report where Janice, the principal, knew, who told the assistant superintendent, who told the board, who told everyone. Okay? They knew. They made a police report about it. Forgot about that part. That's that part Erica forgot to tell y'all when she was trying to cover for everybody up. Exactly, Dominic. Everybody needs to be held accountable. That part when they was trying to blow, hey, we didn't know, whoever was there in charge isn't here and all that. Cindy Bond was chair of the board. William Brigman is there now. He was head, see, and don't let it switch you up, because what they did is they switched up titles. They still got the job position, it just got a different title. So that's how they try to cover it. Well, I wasn't HR, I was only executive director of HR, but he's HR now. Exactly, Jesse. Cover up. They had, even though the title, the job title was different, they had the same power. You see what I'm saying? What should have happened is he should have put it on SOP, standard operational procedure, as he should not have been allowed back in those schools until a full investigation involving the police was done. But 9 months later, they got him back in the school. Let me listen to this bullshit what they did. Charleston County School District. Dear Mr. Gathers, the purpose of this letter is to communicate to you our terms of employment with the Charleston County School District. We're extremely pleased to offer you and look forward to your continued contributions in the Charleston County School Districts. You and me assured that we will do everything possible to provide you a smooth transition. Your job classified as an administrator, your annual position is $55,434, $55,000. $55,000 a year. Your job title will be parent advocate, which is considered a 190-day exempt position. You will be a member of our Dunson Elementary team. You will report to Janice Malone, the principal. You will be working out of our location on Remount Road, North Charleston. Your work hours will be from 7:30 to 2. Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that bullshit? They promoted this man. This is his letter from the school board. Let me know if y'all can see it. Let me put it down. I'm gonna put it down so y'all can see it. This is his letter from the school board promoting him after they knew. After they made a report that they found child pornography on his laptop. So that bullshit that they trying to kick to y'all about, oh, we didn't know, people weren't there, that's bullshit. The board members switched, but a lot of those were there. And I think it was about 5 or 6 of them was there. They were there. They were there. Yes, Dion, parent advocate. That's what he was. He was a parent advocate. They put parent advocate. Yep. And also, he got employee of the year. He received a company card. That's real. So they unleashed this pedophile on our kids. That's what they did. They unleashed. Let me show y'all this letter, man. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see where that's from? Charleston County School District. His name and address. Let me know if y'all can see that. Exactly. Diane, exactly. That's add insult to injury. Okay, my voice is echoing. I'm in the kitchen. All right, let me try to talk a little softer and see. I'm a little excited. So, yes, Jesse. Yes, Jesse. That's true. They knew. So let me explain to you what we need done. All right. I need y'all to get mad about this. We got the school board meeting tomorrow at 5. I need y'all to show out. We need to show out. Let me. What happened one time before, and we got to imitate this. We had a racist football coach at Academic Magnet, and even though he was fired by the superintendent, and I hate to sound racist about it, but the white folks of Mount Pleasant and his community rallied behind him 3,000 strong. Okay, and I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not at all, but I'm just telling you the facts. The white folks, the white community rallied behind him. They got 3,000 signatures, and they were able to get him back his job and made the superintendent who fired him step down. What we have to do is imitate the same thing. Because what CCSD does not want is they don't want a voice. They listen to voice, and the more voice you have, the more you come with, they pay attention. See, if it's just me up there and Shaquem talking, then you know we just two angry black men. But boy, if I can get everybody on this live to come out, if I can get everybody to write letters and be calling and get mad about this, see, something gets done. You understand? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to wake the masses. I'm trying to wake the masses and get y'all to realize what they're doing. I would be on this thing all night if I told y'all about all the scandals and everything they got going on. And I would be on this live. I'm telling you, we would be from right now to about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning if I was to sit here and just tell y'all everything this district and board got going on. Okay? This is crazy. Yes, Rajon, it's true. We gotta talk. We gotta get out. We gotta make our voice heard. Y'all gotta get out here. I'm telling you, the board meeting's tomorrow. I don't know the exact time. I know it's at 5. I don't know the exact number. I don't know the exact address, but I'm gonna post it on my page. I need y'all to come show out. You gotta hold them accountable. See, let me explain to you the bullshit what they did, right? So they told y'all that the board hired somebody to do an investigation. Let me tell you why that's bullshit. If you hire somebody to do an investigation, and I'm not under where I can be arrested for lying, so what if I lie to you? You see what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? And I can't remember the word right now. I'm having a brain fart, but if I'm not lying, if I'm not talking to you under oath, there's no consequence for me lying to you. You understand? There's no consequence if I lie to you if I'm not talking under oath. Because you can't come back. So that means you can ask me a question. You can ask me a question. I can tell you whatever I want to tell you, and you go on about your investigation. If you discover I lied, oh well, I'm not talking to you under oath. I'm not doing anything. That's what they're doing. We need these investigations to be held where perjury and stuff is a punishment where they can be held under oath. They have to have these meetings under oath to where, guess what? If you're lying, we can come back after you because we can go back and prove you're lying. I don't even know how they tried. The fact that they can say that we're lying. Janice Malloy wrote a police statement on where she said who she told, and she said she knew. Now, guess what? Janice Malloy is a principal downtown. She's a principal downtown. Subpoena. Thank you. Thank you, John. So, thank you. Jesse, so under oath to state reps or feds, exactly. Exactly. That's what we need. We need this investigation to be done under oath. We need our state reps or the feds to do this state reps. They hire their own lawyer to give them an interview, so what? That's like me asking my homeboy to ask me questions. If I lie to him, so what? I'll lie to him, I'll tell him whatever I want him to say. He'll get out there and say it. This is what he found, and that's the end of it. But see, when you do it under subpoena, when you do it under oath, it's a difference. It's a difference now because somebody goes back and check that store and you're lying. Oh, people go to jail behind this. That's what we need. You understand? They're lying. I'm telling you, I got a whole, like I said, let me show y'all something. All paperwork. When we've been doing our homework, we've been doing our homework. When I'm telling you that they're lying and I got the proof, I'm telling you they're lying, I got the proof. This is all paperwork, police reports, custody dates, chain of events, everything from everyone. You understand? They're lying. But they don't ever respond back to me. I want to know how they're going to ignore me tomorrow when I come in there with this. I want y'all to see this again. Let me show y'all. And this ain't no hand. This is official document here, Bubba. Y'all see that? North Charleston Police Department witness statement taken of Janice Malone. She was the principal. This is hers, what I just read to y'all. Can y'all see that? Case number and all. This was the case number. Can y'all see that? This is Janice Malone's statement. This is hers. Let me know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Anybody? I can't see the response yet. Can't see the response. So maybe it's just freezing up. Maybe it's just freezing up. One more thing I want to show y'all. One more thing I want to show y'all, and then I'm gonna let y'all do. So, very clear. Now, one last thing I want to read to y'all. I want to read to y'all one last thing. All right, one last thing. Thank y'all. Thank you. It's just delaying on my end. It's delaying. So, all right, cool. So, this is a letter. This letter was, and I'm going to read it to y'all. It was written January 31st, 2014.
We can see it. They're saying yes.
Okay. To whom it may concern, I want you to know how terribly sorry I am for my poor judgment and inappropriate use of school property. When starting as a better way of dealing with my frustration and enduring the ending of a 25-year marriage may have very well caused the final chapter in my employment, education, and career. I want you to know that the shame goes very deep to the point of shame, embarrassment, and my self-humiliation. I apologize to those I have come to esteem most highly, and I apologize to those I have come to esteem most highly in my professional career, my students, parents of this community, and most of all, Mrs. Malone. I cannot state what date that I first began to view the adult material, but I can say that it was adult content with adults only, and I never viewed the material within the premises of school or on the property, nor during school hours. My apology comes with the shame that in this multicultural environment of education, it's so important that I demonstrate role model conduct at all times. It is clear that my actions may have compromised the school administration, my life as a whole. I ask for mercy on your decision reflecting my work performance, work history. I can honestly tell you what day this happened, but I can assure you that it will never happen again. I have asked my Lord and Savior to forgive me, and I know that He has. I am willing. I am asking for your decision of forgiveness as well. I have faced great challenging times, and this is the worst and most painful. If given a second chance to prove myself redeemable, I promise that I will take every measure not to let this happen again. Please forgive me, please. Whatever your counseling that is available, I will take it at your recommendations. I pray that you all will allow me a second chance. I promise not to let you down. Respectfully, Marvin Gallis. This is a letter he wrote to the board. Y'all hear that? He wrote this letter to the board, the people who say they didn't know. Let me show you the letter. Because guess what? I got a copy of that too. So, can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? A little delay. I got a delay, so give me a second. I just want to make sure y'all can see it. And if anybody needs a copy of this, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to give it to you. I've got plenty. So, that's it. That's it. We got the police report. You got the police report from the school, from the principal, where she says he admitted. You got the letter to this board where he says that, hey, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I've been going through a divorce, blah, 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 blah. But yet, you got the board, and you got Erica Taylor getting on here and telling everybody, we didn't know. Somebody lying, in it. Somebody lying. Because the only way they could have not known is this. So that would have been Janice Malone, even though she told, the IT told Janice Malone, who told Dr. James Wimbush, that means that they would have had to keep that between themselves. even though he wrote a letter to the board on a decision to give him a second chance. Nobody knew. That's the story. Even though they made a police report and turned it into the police department, nobody knew. Let me tell you why they're covering up. Let me tell you why they're lying now. Because it's called negligence, and that's a crime. And they can be sued, and people can go to jail because they knew this man was a pedophile, and they let him back into schools around these kids, and that's why we got 2, and that's only 2 that we know of that came out and said they were molested. See, we only know of 2. Y'all know how this goes with kids. A lot of times kids suppress things, and they don't say things for years. Think of how long it takes most people to come out and admit that. I've got personal people in my life who we grew up my entire life, and I didn't learn until we are adult years that they was molested as a child. All right? And anybody remember Penn State? Sandusky? How long was he doing it? How many victims does Sandusky have before somebody finally broke the silence and got his ass locked up? You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. This is a lawsuit. So that's just why they're lying. They're lying. So it makes you have to wonder, right? You have to stop and question. If they didn't protect these kids, what makes you think they'll protect the ones out here now? Janice Malloy didn't do everything in her power. Exactly. Domina, you right? If Janice Malloy didn't do everything in her power to protect the kids of Dunson Elementary when she was the principal, who's to say she's going to protect the kids of Sanders Clyde? These board members who sit here and try to tell you that they weren't there, they were there. And even though a lot of them, like Cindy Barn Coates, who sits in the chair of North Charleston, she was head chairman at the time. She was head chair at the time. And she's running for re-election. You didn't do anything then. You didn't do anything then to protect the kids of Dunson. What are you going to do for the other kids in North Charleston? And William Briggs, who also is HR now, he was HR then, who didn't do anything. Any one of them could have suspended him and standard procedures. What should have happened and how it goes is if you do something like that, you get a standard procedure. You're not allowed back in the school until after an investigation is done by the police. Not by the board, not by people who no. The police have to be contacted, and if they clear you, you can come back to the schools. There's no way they try to lie and say they didn't know. The evidence is too strong against them. They got what they messed up and did is they got paperwork. I got paperwork, witness statements. I got the paperwork from the IT person. When the IT person came and said she told the principal. The IT person's name is Darcy. What she said, let me see. I'm gonna read to you. She says what he did is he brought it to her because he thought he had a virus. You know, a lot of times when you look at a lot of porn and shit, it comes with viruses. All right, it comes with viruses when you get lots. So he was looking at child porn. It had a virus. It affected his computer. So he took it to the IT firm to fix it. And when she was doing a routine check, she found it, and she wrote that she told the principal. The principal wrote in her police report that she informed the then associate superintendent, who then informed her that to tell him he can't come back to the school until a meeting of the board was done. Did they forget? It's on paper. It's on paper. Hey, guess what? It's on paper. They forgot they wrote that on the police report. It's on paper. They're lying. So how do you trust a board like this? How do you trust this board? With all the crooked things going on, with everything they got going on, you see how they feel about our kids. How do you trust them? You blatantly lie. You let a pedophile go on our kids, and you knew it. And then instead of coming out and admitting it, folks, you lie about it. All right? A couple things I want to say before I get off. I've been big on North Charleston versus Mount Pleasant. I need to apologize to my teachers and my kids out there in Mount Pleasant because I understand, and they've gotten to me and let me know that they got the same issues. Not all the schools, but a lot of schools over there in Mount Pleasant got the same issue over there that we got in North Charleston. So it's a problem across the board. It's a problem across the board. So I apologize to anyone over there in Mount Pleasant if I said something wrong, if I came across wrong. All right, I apologize. I'm just now getting information so I correct myself and let you know. Another thing I want y'all to know. If you got a child, C.E. Williams, C.E. Williams, and definitely Burns Elementary, get your child checked. Bianca Brown, no problem. We definitely need check. Get your child checked. In the auditorium in Burns Elementary, they had to shut it down due to mold. Okay? Now, they haven't released that to the parents. They haven't released that to the parents, so I'm telling you, because they're not going to tell you, that the mold infection in Burns Elementary is so bad, they had a teacher break out in hives and had to go home. And they had to shut down the auditorium. This is an elementary school. When were you going to tell us? When were you going to tell us that the mold is so bad in that school that our babies have to go to that you had to shut down a piece of the school? When were you going to tell us that in C.E. Williams, you have the mold so bad that you had to come in and clean the walls with bleach, but you haven't fixed the problem? And that's not just in these two schools. That's the same thing in Mount Pleasant. There's schools like that in Mount Pleasant. It's all over. Same thing with Burke. Mold is serious. Mold is serious. Mold is a serious problem. So if you got a child who was not sick until they started going back to school, get your child tested for mold, being infected with mold. No, Nicole. Burns is not being rebuilt. We'll talk about that another day. That's not Burns. That's not, even though it has Burns' name, it's not Burns. We have to talk about it another time. All right? I just want to hit that with y'all. Listen, tomorrow, I'll make a post about it tomorrow because I want to make sure I get ready about it. I know it's at 5 o'clock. I believe it's at the Long Sherman Hall. Somebody let me know. If you're on here, you know exactly where it is. I think it's going to be at the Long Sherman Hall. Okay? If you can make it 5 o'clock, come ask your board why they lie. Come demand your board to come honest. Come demand an investigation done by somebody else other than them. I got plenty of stuff that you can be mad about. They're lying to you. I want to get the truth out to you. Me, Shaquem, and Lewis, we're out here. Shout out to AJ. I saw his video tonight. Awesome. We're trying to get the truth out to you. They're lying. And ain't no more hiding behind it. Ain't no more that. I got the paperwork to prove it. All right? Anybody want a copy? I'll be more than happy to give you one. You can share it. You can see it. All right? It's getting late. I'm signing off. Yeah, y'all make it right. It's getting late. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Hey, it's time we stand up, man. Like I said, November 6th, we can start making a difference. All right? I introduced a new candidate today. I'm going to introduce other candidates during the rest of the week. Tired of these videos yet? Change the board. Plain and simple. You tired? I'm tired of telling you. Let's change the board. Let's get involved. Let's change the candidates. Let's change the matrix. So much. I got another one for you tomorrow. It's more. Like I said, I could do this all night. We could sit on this phone all night to 3 o'clock in the morning, and I still wouldn't scratch the surface of all the crazy stuff they've done. All right, everybody, good night. Thank you for watching. We'll do it again tomorrow.